Hey, Jackson, how are you today?
Good, Brent. How's the
What the
wife and
fuck? That's
kids?
fucked up. I don't have
What?
a wife. I don't have any kids. Don't
Brent,
call me
what are you
Brent.
talking about?
You said that I was being too jumpy and expressive.
I
So
would
now
never
I'm
say such a thing.
now I'm Brent. Okay, I understand exactly how Emma feels. Emma, I'm gonna send you this clip, even though Jackson's gonna edit it out now.
Okay, I didn't do this, but Emma sent me on Instagram. She sent me an Instagram reel of this guy who like clearly uses steroids. And she said
Well,
you should hit him up or tell Henry to hit him up. And I said he's not really my type. I'll send this to Henry. And then I never sent it to you.
that's okay. I'm sure he's probably not really my type either.
He's wearing a Bass Pro Shops hat, a gold
Nope, we're
chain,
out.
and tidy whities, and he lives in Texas, and he's looking for someone to hunt and fish with, I think.
Uh, like a man to hunt and fish with.
Yeah. He's gay. He
Like
says
a
he's
life
gay
partner?
in the thing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, I said, he's not really my type, but maybe I was like, I don't think at first I was like, I don't know if Henry would like this guy, but then I was like, he did say that he would sleep with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so maybe he would like this guy. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure.
It's for a different reason, though. But, like, yeah.
To me, this guy is like, I don't want to put him on blast, but like to me, he's like pretty much as unattractive as a human being can be.
Yeah, based on the based on the few little qualification points that you told me, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
But I think he would be considered very like stereotypically attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got big muscles and
He's got a
stuff.
also they're see, but I did say that I would, and also let's clarify. I said that I would sleep in bed with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But there's something about Dwayne The Rock Johnson that made you say that you wanted to sleep in bed.
The thing about it is that
sex with
he's
him, right.
Yeah, the thing about it is that he's giant, and I want to beat the little spoon for once in my life. Okay,
So
Is
that's
that
what I'm saying.
okay?
So
Is
I'm
that
saying
fine?
that might appeal to you about this. This guy might appeal to you in that way.
Right, but I don't think that he's looking for that. It seems like based on his post.
No,
and his hat.
It was more of
also.
like a dating profile that he put on Instagram Reels for some reason.
Oh, okay. That's kind of that's bold.
It's annoying as well.
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
I guess that's you got to shoot your shot, right? Because like you can't. Some
Sometimes you have
people
to.
can't get on Raya. You know what I mean? Some people they don't want to buy Tinder Premium or whatever. It's like $50 a second or something.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like 25 every 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not much better.
No, it's not.
I guess it is like in a way like exponentially or it's not really exponential. Fuck you, whatever, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you about
Okay. Fuck you, I guess.
Have you seen the discourse going on where it's like what is the fourth American city? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
Like there's if there's 4 cities in the US, 3 of them are for sure LA, New York
LA,
City, Chicago.
Chicago, for sure.
What's-
It's not even close.
But what's the 4th one, you know?
Hey, just so you know, I lived there for 4 years. If you think the 4th city in the United States is Columbus, you're on crack.
No one
I'm
said
sorry.
that.
No, I've seen so much shit of people being like,
Really?
no, think about it. It's growing. Like, and the job market is great. And like, there's so many young people and there's so many opportunities, which all of those things are true. But I just feel like we don't have, I don't live there anymore.
You
They don't
could
have,
also
like,
say the same thing about like Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying? But no one's trying to put Salt Lake City on the map.
I feel like also people from Ohio are just like dead passionate about really like driving home the point that Ohio is awesome.
Yeah, we don't got anything else, man.
We have corn.
We keep talking about fucking Kid Rock performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like 12 years ago. We're still on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it was pretty awesome.
I don't
Like, could you
think
imagine
so.
being there?
No, I don't. I could imagine being there, and I don't want to imagine being there.
especially like 12, like you and I, we're 10 years old. We're in the crowd. We're just losing our shit. We're like, oh my God, Kid Rock is the greatest musician we've ever seen.
Yeah, because he's just so good at all that.
I love when he sampled all of Sweet Home Alabama and then, made a new song, and we were just like, wow, this is infinitely better than the original.
So what is the fourth American city? Because I think there's some obvious ones out there that you can point to, but they all have sort of cons. They all have drawbacks that make us think, maybe it's not this one. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you want to naturally go like San Francisco because Silicon Valley and stuff like that. But you can't have two California cities.
I would say, does
there.
California really get two? They have fucking everything.
They don't get two, man. It's not
more
fair.
people live in Los Angeles than the entirety of the state of Ohio, and I experience that every time I get in my car, and it sucks.
Yeah,
and I think that they already have enough. So
you can't do San Fran. I also you want to point to DC because it's the capital. You know what I'm saying? And it also like engrosses like 3 different large metro areas at the same time.
It does, yeah.
But it doesn't really have the cultural footprint that like a Philadelphia or like a Dallas does. That's
what I was thinking. Philly. I guess Dallas. I think Seattle could maybe be in there.
Texas is like, you know what I mean? Texas is huge. Like
Texas is giant.
Maybe it's Austin. I don't know.
I know I haven't really been to Texas. I drove through Amarillo on my way here, but that was it, and that's like pretty much not.
I think I was there
Texas,
when I was like 2 or something. I don't really remember though.
We went to Cadillac Ranch, which is just like a bunch of old Cadillacs in the ground that people have like spray painted, and it's an art installation. And I wrote Pikmin on the side and left. Which I think is a very me thing to do, and I figured I'd share because I thought you would find it funny.
I think Philly has a good claim to the 4th spot here because it's where they signed the Declaration, right? And it was like one of the first. I mean, it's like places. You know what I mean?
It's historically important.
Yeah. And Rocky was filmed there, so that's cool.
Right. So like that's something I guess.
I mean, that matters,
I mean, you could say that parts of like the Dark Knight Rises movies or like that series of Batman were all filmed in Cleveland. I don't really want to argue that Cleveland is the 4th American city.
No, but like, I think if you talk to anyone over the age of 38, they'd be like, oh yeah, Rocky. You know what I mean?
What about like, come on, how about like 35?
I think Rocky was like the older people's Mario in a way.
Older people. I think we've already established that the older people over 38, their Mario is Mario.
That's not true. Because we've asked plenty of old people in the past couple of weeks, and we found that a shockingly large amount of old people do not know who Mario is.
My mom, who is not old, she's 53.
She's old.
She is not old. Don't call my mom old.
I mean,
Fuck
she's
you.
not like turning into dust actively, but she's old. Like
sometimes I feel like her brain is.
You have a 5 in front of your age, man. Come on.
Dude, I don't want to be thinking that when I'm 50. So, first of all, for the sake of my mom, fuck you.
You're 10 years away from getting Social Security, man.
That sounds fucking awesome. I can't wait to be able to. I can't wait to be able to take money out of my Roth.
If you're that close to Social Security, you're old, man. It's not an insult or anything. It's just you're old.
No, because you're gonna live. Like, think about it. If let's say that the average person lives to be 100, which they don't.
So why would we say that then?
Okay, fine. How about 80? So are we cool with 80?
That's still high for the U.S., but not for the rest of the world, which has figured out a healthcare system that makes more sense.
Right.
So I think that's fair.
I agree. Well, and also, how about my mom is a woman, so statistically, women tend to live longer than men. Can we agree on that? Is that okay? So we'll say that. Let's say my mom lives to be 80. I hope she lives longer than that, but let's say she lives to be 80.
So then she's old. Damn, she's in the second half. She's in the New Testament, dude.
She's in the second half, but she also still has more than the amount of years left to live that you and I have lived in our entire lives so far.
That's because we're young, bro. She is she's also 2.5 times older than us.
Well, it would be really strange if we were like sort of close in age.
Well, yes,
considering that she gave birth to me. That would be a little odd, I think, maybe. Maybe
But
that's just me.
it is to us. It's sort of incomprehensible that someone could be 2.5 times. You know what I mean? Like we
No,
see
it's
our
not.
life
I
as
know my
very
mom, and I know a bunch of people who are that old.
stupid.
So fuck you. Anyway, I love my mom.
Okay, no one said that you couldn't do that.
I know. Don't. Whatever. Okay. So sure.
I need to know what the fourth
but, like-
American city is, Henry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract. I think we have to think about let's do a poll. You and I cannot decide what
I
the
don't want
fourth
to do a
American
poll.
city
We
is.
can't put our fucking brains together and decide as smart
Okay,
human
fine.
beings in the world with experience in the world today.
Fine. You're right. Here's the thing. I think a little bit of geographic diversity would do well for the fourth American city, because if we're looking at a map of the U.S., New York, that's East Coast. Chicago, that's not really the Midwest, but
What are you talking about?
is.
That's the Midwest.
No, I know.
That's the
but,
most
like,
Midwest you
it's-
can get is Chicago.
No. What?
Yes.
You mean like geographically or like culturally?
Like geographically and culturally.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know if I think culturally, but
If culturally, I mean, you can go to fucking the Twin Cities or whatever. It's right down the road from Chicago. They're basically in the same
well,
place.
I think an important mark of an American city is that specifically it is like a multicultural place. Like if you walk into Chicago, it's not the same as walking into like South Bend, Indiana.
Right.
And those are both in the Midwest, but like, and New York City is like very different than the rest of the East Coast. Like there are people from everywhere who go to New York City because it is a place of opportunity and rats and having the only public transport system that seems to work.
They go for mostly the
Um,
rats, though.
Mostly the rats. They're huge.
So
It's
we can't
crazy.
pick Boston, you're saying, because it's sort of culturally absorbed by the much larger, much more important New York City.
I do love Boston, though. Boston is like one of my favorite cities in the States. I
So
think Philly is also awesome, but I feel like they're just too close.
If I'm
I feel
following
like-
the end game of your argument, we have to pick something in the South then. So
But
I
hate
guess
the
it's
South
I
so
guess it's
much.
Atlanta, right? It has to be Atlanta.
Ooh, okay. I hadn't thought about that.
They got the Falcons.
They do have the Falcons.
They got
It's-
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Right. All right. So I'm out.
Like it or not, she's part of the culture.
I hope she explodes in a ball of fire.
And
And I hope that this clip eventually surfaces on the internet when I'm in a job interview. And they say, "What did you mean by that?" And I'll say exactly what I just said.
culturally
I don't
diverse.
know, I just feel like
um,
I feel like
artistically interesting.
what about like
I don't really know what that means. I
maybe
don't know why I said it.
Austin? Like I feel like Austin is the
why
only
Austin
place,
over Atlanta?
No, not.
You know
like,
what?
as
Here's the
opposed to
here's the
Atlanta,
difference.
Just
Who are
as another
the
option.
who are the culture makers of today? That's right,
Mm.
rappers. Name a rapper from Austin.
I couldn't name a rapper from anywhere. I don't know where anyone's from.
I'm saying
so that's not fair.
the Atlanta rap scene. We got JID.
I know Don Toliver is he's from Texas, but I don't remember where.
Yeah. So is Travis Scott, but he's more LA based now.
That doesn't count.
What do you mean that doesn't count?
He sometimes sicko mode is not like it's a banger, okay? But I wouldn't say that it's out here like
I'm saying
Sending a message.
Atlanta's. We've got Jid. We've got Future.
yeah.
21 Savage. You got Lil Baby. You got Da Baby, I think. you got.
Isn't he racist or something?
He's homophobic. It's different.
I know. It's a conversation that I was having with my sister, and I was like, "He's not racist." She was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "He's black." And she was like, "Oh,
Well-
yeah, I didn't think about that."
Yeah.
Not that you can't be black and racist, but you know,
Hey everyone, welcome back to the
Typically-
show. Today,
we haven't decided yet. Stop, okay? Cut it out. One
then
moment.
I think it's Atlanta. I don't think there's anywhere else. To
I'm
go.
agreeing with you, but we haven't said,
We have to say it
finality.
affirmatively.
Yes, I
Do we
think Atlanta.
we have to get an actuary to sign this off and make sure all parties were witness to the signing of the documents?
Okay, at first I was like, I think we need to talk about this and do a poll and do some research and stuff. And then you were like,
Oh
no,
my
we could
God,
just put
bro.
our
We're not
brains
an
together.
academic institution. We're two white guys. If we don't have to.
If two white guys in front of microphones aren't here to spread misinformation, then what are we here to do?
We're not gunning for the Nobel Prize, man. I want to spread misinformation.
Maybe you're not.
You're not either, man.
No, I'm not.
Not in economics, not in physics, not in biology, not in
You should not allowed to be
fucking
have
scarfing down hot dogs, man. You're not good at any of that
economics
shit.
should not be a quality that that gets you the Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, it's not for peace. There's a Nobel Prize in economics.
Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess.
So, but anyway,
Yes, all
that
right.
being said, I think we've really quite early into the episode we've gotten to the donut of the heart of sort of this operation,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. It means that we're getting good at our job, which is to say stuff to people.
No.
Okay.
Say stuff to people that is. I love that look.
Did you? There was when I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say as soon as I started saying it.
Yeah, I was gonna text you this yesterday while it was happening, but I decided not to. But I went on a date yesterday.
Okay.
It was fucking awesome. We went rock climbing, and I was like, I know someone who likes to rock climb.
Okay.
First thing, and I know that you're gonna be like, okay, whatever. Like, lots of people rock climb. First thing that comes on, we like warm up a little bit. We hit a little V0s, hit some V1s, and then we're climbing. And I listen over the speakers, and I go, is that clips? And they just played like the whole. They just played the whole album, and I was like, "This is so fucking awesome."
Okay.
And then immediately after that, they played "Don't Tap the Glass."
Okay.
Like immediately in succession. And
Whoever's
I was like,
on the aux has got a good.
"Where's on the aux?
taste,
Is
man.
they've got gas?" And I was like,
I fuck with that.
"If only Jackson was here right now, he'd be enjoying this."
My rock climbing gym back on campus was like the guy who was on aux. He just played like classic rock from like the '60s and stuff. All this like sort of like scratchy, fuzzy, sort of like and a big iron on his. It was all stuff like that.
Yeah,
that I think that's like the ultimate rock climbing music in a way. Because
yeah, no, I
it
don't
is sort
disagree.
of, it's very like West Virginia, very Colorado, it's very Americana.
Which right. It's very Western cowboy-esque.
Not
right?
that
Big
rock climbing
Iron
is
would
like
be a great.
not that it's a totally American thing, but like
No,
what
We're
do
the
they
only
listen
people
to
with rocks in
over
the whole world.
in Sweden and stuff like that? It's like fucking techno and shit while they rock climb. That just doesn't feel right.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't feel very. There's something so natural about. Well, I guess obviously not artificial rock climbing, but like if you're climbing a mountain and you're like,
Yeah, that's
there's
not
just
right,
something
man.
about that. Mm-mm.
The energies of the nature clashing with the audible sounds that pleasure us they're different energies. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
just too strong and not in the same way that allows them to work together.
No, they work against each other. It's like two
Yeah.
forces, like it's like Mario and Bowser in a way. What? Don't laugh at that. It is like
Nothing, I
Mario
just
and
thought-
Bowser. They don't
It
like
is-
each other. They don't work
It
together.
is exactly like Mario and Bowser. You're right. Yes.
Except when you pick them together in Mario Kart Double Dash. That's the only instance.
Only time where they've ever worked together, or when they're at the Olympics. Sometimes they're on the same team.
Sometimes, yeah, you don't really want to let Eggman win, just because that would
No. Oh
feel
my God.
bad.
Sure, he might. Bowser might be a villain, but like, do you want some other guy's enemy to beat you? Probably not.
Yeah, you don't want fucking who's that crocodile guy? I forget his name. You don't want fucking Croc
Oh.
and Shadow the Hedgehog and that stupid fucking bee to win at the Olympics.
The stupid fucking. Who's the fuck, dude? Now I can't remember any of the Sonic characters' names.
I don't know.
They're
They're not in that YouTube video that's like top 10 hottest female Sonic characters, so I can't remember.
Right. They're not Rouge the Bat, so I don't really give a shit.
There's Rouge the Bat. There's Amy. There's that purple bitch. There's
Okay, so you can't be like they're not in the video, so I don't know their names, and then not name them.
well, some of them are from the comics, so it's like I don't know. I don't remember.
That's fair.
I didn't read the fucking comics, man.
I just feel like I hope that after I die, no one reduces my name to that purple bitch.
Well, okay, it's not that they're a made up person.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not going to be reduced to that purple bitch. You're going to be reduced to nothing. No one will remember you as your.
I'd rather have that than someone be like, "What was that guy in the podcast?
Our
The blue
digital
bitch. What was
presence
his
is going to
name?"
be buried in sort of the, the OneDrives of the world and stuff like that. So in a
Someone
way,
just
we do
downloads
like
our
live on
entire-
forever. You know,
Yeah, man.
as long as the OneDrive and the Google Drive and the Dropbox data centers don't all get nuked at the same time.
And and they might.
They might, depending on how all this.
Yeah, I
stuff
mean, if
goes.
oh god, so fun. I love the world that we live in.
Yeah, man. I love all the people that do all the important jobs. You know, the dredge operators of the world.
Well, they do important jobs. I thought
course.
you were gonna make a joke. And
No,
be
I'm
like,
not making any joke. I respect dredge operators, especially the gay
Yeah,
ones.
absolutely. I'm still out there looking for my gay dredge operator.
It might be. I don't know what that guy on the Instagram.
I was just gonna say,
but
do you think that guy who wore the Bass Pro Shop? I feel like those.
it looks
those
like
two
he was
things
on like
could
a
cross.
ranch of some sort. I don't know if.
Well, maybe that's his home, but maybe his workplace is the dredge.
I've seen
I mean, they
the
get off
average
for like 2 weeks at a
salary
time.
of dredge operators, and I do not think they make enough money to live on a ranch.
It could be a family thing. Who knows?
Maybe it's like his family was one of the original settlers out west, and they like got all this land, and they still have it. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he manifested his destiny, and then he was like, "All right, now I'm gonna go be a gay dredge operator." He's gonna manifest his own destiny.
In southern Texas, he's in the Gulf of Mexico dredging up some stuff, mostly dirt.
Where? What?
Let's not do this. We're not. This isn't a revisionist history. That's for Joe Rogan, man. We can't be biting off
Yeah,
other
he'll be
people's
good at that.
corner of the market.
I still can't believe it fucking changed on Google Maps like immediately. They were like, "All right, fine, guys, we'll do it."
No, that makes so much sense to me, man. They gave Trump like
No, I mean, yeah, they're a shill.
$2 billion or whatever. Like,
No, sorry. It does make sense to me. I just can't believe it happened so fast.
I mean, Trump wanted it done, man. When the president tells you
Okay.
to do something, you do it. You aren't
No,
like,
that's actually
I'll get
like,
back to you on
not how
that.
that's supposed to happen. That's actually exactly how it's supposed to be. That's like why we have multiple branches of government. It's actually like what they're for. Typically, it's not like I'd like this to happen, and then like it happens. That's just
I think that, you know what, democracy's moving too slow. The president should have a little bit of onus to get some shit done. You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends. I think like we gotta at least agree. Like if we're gonna put someone in that place of power, like it should then be based on like their presidential approval. Like if you've got like an 80%, 85% approval rating, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know?
Yeah.
You could be like free ice cream on Sundays, and everyone will be like,
Hell
"Shit,
yeah,
this guy
man.
rocks." And then like statistically, you could hit one of those. I guess I'll call it a bill. You could hit one of those amendments and be like, "All right, every Sunday at 3 p.m., every one of the major 4 American cities gets free ice cream." And then everyone travels there, it brings in tourism revenue, everyone loves it. It's great. That would be awesome.
Amendment number 28. We are bringing 10,000 new dredge operators to the workforce, and we're gonna
To,
dredge up a lot of stuff.
We're bringing up 10,000 new dredge operators
People
straight
have
to
been saying
P-Town.
the dredge operators
they're
were
all
lacking
gay.
them. We need more of them.
I feel like that's probably true.
I don't know.
They have to at least have like crazy health insurance, right? Like, what if you get like think about
Probably
it, you're
not,
like
dude.
living in a horror game, essentially. What if a giant
Well,
colossal
they don't
squid
live in
comes
the
out of the water?
dredge. It's not like
Well, I
it's
know,
not like
but, like-
Howl's Moving Castle.
But they do for a little while. Like you work for like 2 weeks, and then you go home for 2 weeks, and then you work for 2. Like
No,
they
I
don't
think
sleep off the dredge.
no. It's like a site thing. Like you
Oh,
go
really?
on site, you get in the dredge, and you operate it for however long, and then you go back home.
But what if you have to operate the dredge for more than 12 hours at a time? You're living on the dredge.
I think that's an OSHA violation, probably. I don't think they let you work 12 hours on the dredge.
Mm.
because it's such a dangerous machine. If you're sleepy, like they can't risk that. You know what I'm saying? You might cut someone's arm off or something.
Yeah. Or like a giant colossal squid might come up from the ocean
And
and
maybe it's a
drag
shift
you
thing.
down.
I don't know. Maybe there's a night shift dredge guy,
Can you imagine checking
and
your
he's
like
straight.
sub it up schedule for the dredge?
I mean,
You're
I
getting
don't.
on there. What are some other workforce scheduling softwares? But you just look on there and you're like, oh fuck, man, I totally didn't know that I had to be at the dredge tomorrow.
I mean, that's what it is, man. It's construction for
You
you.
pick up, you can drop your shift and pick up your shift at the dredge.
You gotta go to work, and you go where the site is. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta get on the dredge. You gotta operate it with all those big levers and stuff.
Yeah, and
Lot of
there's a
levers.
bunch. There's a couple of big buttons, maybe even some that you have to like unlock with it like multiple keys,
Right,
as if you were like dropping a nuke. I think that'd be kind of cool.
like the Black Keys. They're from Ohio.
They are?
Yeah,
Damn.
I think they're from
We've got some
Akron or
sleepers
something.
out there, man. Why? Okay, all right. So
What?
maybe that's the fourth American city. They've got
Akron.
They've got
They've got the Black Keys. They've got MGK.
I don't think he's from
I think he's from like Shaker or something like that.
Yeah, of course he is. He probably grew up in one of those giant ass brick houses that's like so beautiful with an amazing yard and perfect landscaping, and I'm sure his life was really hard.
He was just I think he was just performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he has like a new album coming out or something.
Is it any good?
Probably not. All of his music sucks ass. So I don't.
Sort of what I was alluding to. I don't think it's all bad. It's just not my favorite.
I hate
thing to
this.
listen
You don't
to
even
with
know
my
what you're
ears.
talking about. It's not my
I
favorite thing
do.
to listen to with my ears. Come on, let's just be real here. What are we doing?
There's better music out there.
You could have just said
It's
that.
not the worst. I would rather listen to him than like fucking Trippie Redd, but
No, that's not
I'd rather
true.
listen to.
I'd rather listen to
It is
Trippie
true.
Redd.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
I don't think that's crazy, man.
Or like anything that has fucking.
MGK sounds like what a tissue box would talk like.
But sometimes I think I'd rather listen to the Tissue Box than Trippie Redd.
At least
Or-
Trippie Redd is like sort of mind-numbing, like rage trap music that you don't have to think about.
What's I'm
But
saying? Like I just
MGK
that's just not,
is saying shit like he's like talking about guns and he's like low key like I'm
you've got-
depressed with guns, yo.
with guns, man.
And he talks
like
like this. And his
like
and
and
he
fell
tattooed his
in
entire
love.
body black, and he used to date that really hot woman that everyone thinks is hot,
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. And he's like, it's all
But
like
I don't know what I'm talking about, so maybe it's someone
it's like
else.
emo and sad, but it's performative in a way that's like
Yeah, I know it is. Well, and I think that sort of like appeals to like a little like tiny Henry in me that's still stuck on like my little Blink 182 era
Yeah.
of music. You know what I'm saying? I just mean personally, like I would rather listen to him than Trippie Redd. But
I dropped my cell phone in the toilet.
he does. You actually sound exactly like him. I fell in love. You know, like he does sound exactly like that, and it is very.
I lost
performative, but
the
I think
email that had the QR code for my ticket to the show.
I was trying to sign into my Coinbase. They locked me out.
My MetaMask got hacked.
No, that's impossible. There's no way he lost the seed phrase, dude. Come on. You write that shit down and you don't put it anywhere. You're whatever. If you don't do that, you're fucking stupid.
I bought into Trump coin early, but it was a burned method. I don't know why I turned British.
Okay, well, now
there.
you
I
sound
don't-
like I was gonna say. Now you sound like fucking Billy Idol or something.
Oh man, he's just like this lol cow figure that we can sort of. We just keep punching him, and he doesn't go away for some reason. It's weird.
And I honestly I think that there's like something to be admired there, even though I
don't. I think what he does is vile. He doesn't contribute any real value. And we all tell him this, and he just stays, or somehow he gets number one on the Billboard Hot 200, and he sticks around. And I don't get it.
Well, I think if
And
he
it's sad.
really wasn't again, like he wouldn't keep showing up and getting the results if some people out there didn't. Even if you and I are like, oh, his music is dog shit, which like, hey, I'll admit it. But like, I love
know,
pop
but
punk.
like,
I don't think it's good music. I just like it.
I know, but who listens to him? I don't understand.
I guess not even me.
It is like coworker music, right?
You mean like coworker music is in like that one coworker who's like 32 and still works with you at, like Romeo's Pizza when you're in high school? Yeah. And they're like, my parents didn't buy me a car. They didn't give everything to me like you did. Yeah. I've been working on my own to pay rent. And it's like, dude, you got to stop blaming your parents for not giving you a car at 16 at some point for the reason that you still work at Romeo's Pizza at 32. You're not even a manager. We're at the same spot.
Yeah. It's like you're on break and he's like, dude, check this song out. Like this song, I actually really like this song. Like the lyrics actually mean something, unlike most rap today. And he plays the song on his phone speaker. Like that's supposed to convince you that a song is good somehow. And he's like, it's really good, right? And he's only let you listen to like the first 10 seconds of it. And you just have to go like, yeah, man, it's really cool, dude. Like,
yeah, dude,
this is an awesome conversation we're having, and I feel like I'm getting closer to you by the minute.
That song rocks, and the song is just like Bad Things by MGK. He's like, you ever think about like, sometimes like I do just want to do bad things. Like, even though I'm such a good person.
Yeah.
I've been I've been working so hard and like, but like sometimes I just want to do bad things to you. I wish Camila Cabello was here right now, Don't you wish that? And then you're like, yeah, man, I'm like off break, so I'm going to go back to...
Did you vote for Mike
putting the
DeWine?
cheese.
I think he's really going to switch some stuff up.
If you like read his policies, I haven't, but I just feel like he's got like a good energy to him,
That's why we got to wrangle the preteens, because if we don't, that's what happens to them.
No, that you're actually so right. I think there are so many people, like unironically, the guy that we are describing right now, though, there are so many more people out there like that than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's crazy, man.
And I think we're very privileged to not be in that position, but also you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, I love how amphibious Mike DeWine looks. I think that's probably my favorite thing about him.
Amphibious. That's crazy. I know exactly what you mean. That's really funny.
And you want to know what? I'm dead right, okay? That's the thing about it.
He does look like an Atlantis reject.
Okay, well, that's mean. I think they
you called him amphibious, and that wasn't mean. But I say he looks like he was rejected from Atlantis.
It was mean. I said that as a mean thing. I mean that he looks like a frog, and I mean that
then why
exactly
are you calling out
as the
for
way
me
that I said
being
it.
mean when you were mean? This is hypocritical.
Reject is mean.
But calling someone a different species is not.
No, that was mean. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Then don't call me out on my meanness. This is the issue with liberals. We fight each other instead of the shared enemy.
No. I'm agreeing with you 100%. I just think it's funny the way that you worded it. I think they would love him at Atlantis. That's the thing. I don't think he would be a reject. I think he would be, you know what, maybe he would though, because I think he would be kind of like the MGK of Atlantis.
If I worked at the USPS, I would tear up his mail.
I don't think he sends mail. Well, you know what? Maybe he does send mail through USPS.
Maybe most of it's like through Signal or whatever, right?
I think that's why you and I would get fired from the USPS store.
We wouldn't get fired from the USPS, man.
My ass would get fired from the USPS. I would never come across Mike DeWine's mail.
My horny ass could not work at the USPS, bro.
Okay, so I didn't say anything about that. You added that in there?
All those envelopes, dude, with nothing in them. Come on, man.
Oh my God, you got to just give him a. You got to give him a. I can't say it. You just gotta you gotta run your tongue along that, Just really just close it up in there. Oh, dude, I couldn't last a week.
Guy who works at the USPS and opens all of the girls that he has a crushes on letters and licks the things. That's awesome.
I think you just said the worst person I've ever heard of.
And that guy
MGK could fight
MGK.
that guy to the death, and I would hope that MGK would win, and that never happens.
That's good, man. That's good.
I really hope. You want to know what? That guy exists. I already know it. There's already a
Yeah.
human being out there, and there's probably, you want to know what? There's probably even more than one of them.
100%, man.
Millions? No, but there's probably more than 10.
I think there's millions for sure.
Millions?
I mean, maybe like 2 million. We live in
Do
a
you think
country
there's
with
true-
350 million people, man. Like, you know, there's
Yeah,
like
11
one
million of
dude.
them are in Ohio.
You know, there's one dude who lives in Alaska, and like his parents were super fucked up, and he lives in the middle of nowhere, and he didn't have the opportunities to go to Columbia University and, you know, get beat up by the police at a Free Palestine protest or whatever. Okay, he didn't.
Right, like
he didn't
everyone
have the
else.
chance to go to Case Western Reserve University where they painted over the students who were standing in front of that wall or whatever.
I remember hearing about that. I was like, that's crazy.
Okay, he never had any political action or like, you know, parental guidance in his life, and so he's like, this is what I do, man. I work
Yeah.
at Romeo's Pizza in Anchorage, Alaska.
And on the side, I go to the USPS and I you want to know what? I rifle through the mail and I open up the letters and I lick them.
And some days he stands just outside the airport at the fence and he watches the plane leaves and he wishes he could leave too, but he can't because he's stuck at Romeo's Pizza.
That's actually so fucking sad.
That's what I'm saying, man.
If I saw this in a movie, I might cry.
I mean, you cry at everything. You a little bitch, low-key.
Okay.
You do.
You're the reason that men aren't allowed to have emotions, and I want you to know that.
You
And I hope
teared
you
up at
feel
the
guilty
like
right now.
second song on Vanisher, man. That wasn't even like the apex emotional album.
I've been having a tough time, okay? I think that is fine. It was very peaceful, and I was alone with my thoughts and my emotions, and I was in my feels, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay.
And I'm
You
not
know.
ashamed.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, you know. I'm just saying, like,
It doesn't feel that way. I cry at everything, apparently.
I cried at Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Fucking pussy.
you know. But that was like at the very end. You know, there's the scene where
I also cried during that movie. It's okay.
they have
I totally.
the daughter and the mother have they have the hard conversation that you gotta have. You
Mhm.
know.
You know, maybe I'm a crier because I am not afraid of having hard conversations because I'm not afraid of crying.
I think I gotta eat more spicy food, and
And that's like where it is.
that'll make me cry more. Not because the food is spicy,
think
but
you-
it'll like loosen up my nerves a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You got to make sure that you drink more water too, though, because you're not going to have anything to cry out. If
I
you don't stay
I
hydrated.
do gotta drink more water.
Trust me, this is the guy. I'm like drink more water spokesperson. One kidney boy over here. You definitely got to drink more water.
Yeah. Actually, I have something to say about that, but we'll get to that later. I was gonna say, Sam and I 2 days ago we were looking for apartments and stuff like that. And
I know.
so
I've been waiting to ask you about it.
we had to drive down. We spent so much time in the damn car that day. It was just so much driving. But we look at a
I
couple
honestly think
apartments.
that sounds like a lot of fun, though.
It actually was kind of fun. We had a good time, I
Yeah.
think. But we're driving.
You're just like road tripping with your
We're driving
buddy.
back home. It's like 7 p.m. or something like that. And we didn't want to do like fast food, but we're also like we had already like left Columbus, you know. So we're like in the middle of nowhere in Ohio. We're in God's country, and I'm like, hey Sam, can you look up like, you know, like I didn't want to get like McDonald's or something. One, because of the boycott. I actually do kind of need to go to McDonald's because I got rewards points that I got to use. I got like a free burger,
Well,
but
How long do the rewards points last? We got to wait until the boycott's done.
I think forever, right? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Maybe if they were a good company, they were. But I think if you're getting boycotted, there's some evidence right there that you're maybe not.
I don't know. But I was like, Sam, please, can you look up like just a quick sit down place, like just literally anything. I'll even go do like a bar food or something like that. And there's like literally we're in the middle of nowhere, so there's like no actual restaurants. But then Sam finds this place called Taste of Punjab. It's this like Indian place, and we're like, that sounds fire. Let's do that. And it's like, oh, it's by the gas station at the next exit. Okay, so we get off, we get gas, and then we're looking around. We're like, where is this place, man? It's supposed to be like right here. And then we're at like one of those gas stations where it's like a truck gas station, so it's like longer and stuff like that. And there's a big truck in the way. And Sam points at the truck. He's like, I think it's over there. And I walk as I'm
It's in the truck.
as I'm filling the car up. I like walk around the truck, and it's just a tiny food truck on the side of this gas station.
That's actually kind of.
That is, it's like a permanent thing, like on Google Maps, but it's a food truck.
Was the food incredible?
It was a 15-minute wait, and the food was incredible.
I was gonna say I fucking knew it.
It was worth every moment that we waited for it. It was also I think the hottest food I've ever eaten. Not in terms of spice. I know like I'm white and like I don't really do the. I like a little bit of spice. All right.
Yeah, I'm
the
with
food was just like incredibly physically hot. Like the temperature of it was incredibly. It was you could not touch it.
Do you think maybe you could like wait for it to cool down a little bit?
Well, so
no?
we did wait for a bit, and we went back to it, and we were like, "Oh, it's still like really hot." And
they put like Newtonium in here.
The
How
rice
did they make it?
they gave us was also hot. So I ended up like dumping the curry into the rice, hoping that the rice would like cool down quicker, and that would help the curry cool down a little bit. But it didn't. We were there for like 45 minutes. I'm not joking. By the end of the 45 minutes, the food was still like steaming hot. I'm not joking. I don't know what the fuck they did to this. They put some goddamn like hot 40 chemical. It's like red 40, but hot 40.
Yeah, but for hot stuff, yeah.
I genuinely don't know what they did. It was the warmest food I've ever eaten, and it didn't cool down. And I was blowing on it, but it was so good, man.
You drop that shit on the top of Everest and it would like sink 1,000 feet before it finally stopped.
I'm not joking. I would go back, and it is in the middle of nowhere, and it's called the Taste of Punjab. And let me tell you, Punjab tastes pretty damn good.
I saw you post that on your Instagram story. I took a screenshot of it. I was like, this is a generational image of you and Sam eating curry out of the back of your trunk.
Yeah, there weren't like tables. Like we wanted like a sit down place.
No, yeah.
So we were just eating out of my trunk in this like gravel parking lot.
No, dude, I think that's such a fucking vibe.
We were
I
next
can't
to
imagine.
like a cell tower. Oh man.
Well, all right, so that might bring it down a little bit.
It's fucked up. Yeah, we had like the cancer rays of radiation, but it was so good. And then I was gonna say about dehydration. I had to do a drug screening earlier today for like work or whatever. Yeah. And I meant to do it earlier this week, but I was just busy and I was traveling and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'll just do it this morning. So I go in this morning, and it's just like a Walgreens. It's like one of those, like, for some reason, there's like a doctor's office in the back of this Walgreens for some reason. And you walk in.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, yeah, I do like the little sign in on the iPad or whatever. And then they call my name, and I go up, and they're like, show me your paper. Like you needed a paper or whatever. And I was like, I don't have a paper. I just have like the email thing. And they were like, no, you need a paper. And I'm like, what? And she's like, what? Who is sponsoring
what
your drug
are
test?
You here for?
And I was like, like my employer,
the Dallas Cowboys,
I guess. and then she was like, oh, we don't do employer sponsored urine tests until 1 p.m. And I was like, what? I'm like, the check-in was like, you had to pick between, I saw one that said urine test, and then there was one later down the list that said urine test parentheses employer.
Well, because
so they're able to do urine test no parentheses at any time of day, I suppose.
If you're just doing it for the love of the game, you just want to go there and piss in a cup and see what the hell's going on with you.
But if you do urine test parentheses employer, that can only be done after 1 p.m., obviously. That's the only time they can get it done during the day, even though my instructions had nothing. They didn't say anything of this.
That's so fucking weird.
And then she accused me of being stupid. She was like, dude, it's posted on the door. Like, I'm supposed to read one of the, like, 18 pieces of paper with, like, the size, like, 9-inch
12 font.
and that has,
once you print it out, it's even worse.
I'm not going to read the EULA, man. No one reads that shit. This is stupid.
Yeah.
So I went, this morning, I was like, I'll get it done first thing in the morning, because I always have to go to the bathroom when I wake up. So first thing I do, I wake up, I go there. Boom, they're like, you got to come back later. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll come back later. And then I was like, well, I kind of have to go to the bathroom. So do I just hold it or do I go? Because if I'm worried if I go, that by the time I go back,
might
I'm
not
not
have to
gonna have
go
it.
again.
I'm not gonna have the pee. You know what I mean? I was storing it up
Yeah.
all night. I can't just build this reserve back up like that. And
Your
I know
magazine's going to be empty.
I know you need a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So I just held it like all day. It sucked.
Wow. You should. I hope your employer sees this and they go, "Wow, he's dedicated."
I hope they should give me a raise day one. I'm not joking.
They should, yeah. Well, especially, dude, the hours they have you fucking working, I hope they do.
Well, yeah.
You're essentially like a Midwest dredge operator.
I might work more hours than the Midwest dredge operator. I'm not gonna lie. It's close.
You are sort of embodying the gay dredge operator right now, and I think that's really brave of you.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just out here trying to represent and stuff like that. So, do you want to do fish
I think
fact?
that's pretty cool of you. Sure.
Okay, you have to do it.
No, I know. Okay, whatever. We're not doing the jingle anymore. It's fine.
Oh,
I don't
do you
even
want a
care.
jingle?
I hate jingles.
I can give you a jingle.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so no, go ahead, please.
Boop. Fish fact. Do you like that one?
Yes, I did. See? Think about how much it would be missing without that. All right. Here's a new one for us.
Well, I hope it's not an old one.
Well, I know, okay? I'm sorry. You got to okay, I got to whatever. You know, I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
The male sea catfish carries fertilized eggs in its mouth until they hatch, sort of akin to I think it's the only other than like seahorses. Those two species of fish, and I guess animals just in general, are the only two animals on Earth that carry, like where the males carry the fertilized eggs. And they hold them for 2 months, like in their mouth pouch, like in their cheeks and whatever, without eating. So they just have to like, not fast, but like they have to store up food like they would like a bear for hibernation,
Like Ramadan.
just to put a bunch of cum in their mouth for 2 months. Which is pretty awesome.
That's cool.
And during that time, to keep them like, you know, like sort of like clean and whatever, and make sure like that the eggs are fine, you're just like gargling like caviar for 2 months and like moving, like they have to like move their tongue around in their mouth to like keep them like smooth and whatever. And I was really interesting.
Caviar flavored mouthwash.
Yeah, but you have to keep the mouthwash in your mouth for like 2 months. Can you imagine just going for 2 months straight?
No, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing that.
So, I'm glad.
So anyway,
you know,
male
thank you
sea
for
catfish.
your service, I guess.
Yeah, thank you, male sea catfishes, because a lot of people eat catfish. So
Oh, do they?
I think it's important that we have more of them. Not like here, but I feel like in lots of like Asian cultures, it's like a lot more of a popular food. We don't really have we don't have sea catfish because I guess I live near the sea now, but Ohio doesn't have an ocean.
Well, we still get sushi and stuff. You figure it out.
I wouldn't eat that.
Well, you know, you could.
You could, yeah.
You could do it.
You could. But yeah, that's my fish fact for the week.
Okay.
Do you,
I don't got. I have told myself every week that, or every day this week, that I need to write a poem because I don't have a poem. So instead, what I'm gonna do is this is just gonna come from the dome, like an ancient samurai would, after a tough battle.
do you want me to jingle you in?
Jingle me in, but then I want you to give me a word to inspire me,
Ooh.
to prompt me.
Okay. Can you give me like 5 seconds just to like think of a word? Like, are you going for something that's rhymable or no? Does it not matter? Is it just like a general vibe?
Just give me a cool word.
Does it have to be one word, or can I give you like an object?
A non-one word object. I guess it can be an object.
Well, like you know what I mean. Like it might be like a state. Like it could be, like for example,
I
hot food.
I would prefer, as opposed to a person or a place, I would prefer a thing.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, or an
Okay, I'm glad we set the
idea.
ground
You can
rules.
give me an idea.
Jackson's pretty poem. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-ba. I like the jingle. Okay.
Okay.
I think the word / thing that I'm gonna give you is gonna be yellow traffic light.
Okay, that's doable.
And
I think.
And by that I mean like not Not because all traffic lights are yellow, but like specifically when the light at the traffic light is yellow.
I understand. Okay, because
I
sometimes
think
the
that gives
traffic
like
light itself is it has a
it can
yellow
be green or
shell.
red. Yes.
Okay. I title this poem "Strawberry Freestyle in C# minor."
I want to see there better be a fucking song on that album.
And it goes like this. The trees blow in the wind. The flute blows also similarly. Don't laugh.
Okay.
This is very serious.
I know.
The trees, this is my process. You guys get an insight into my process through this. The trees blow in the wind. The flute is also there. When I take a bite of my sandwich, it finds reverence in the silence. And then a dog runs away into
Sorry, you were looking at me with a smile. Keep going.
the big house. When I look out of the window, the tree is still blowing. And when I look across the way, the light is still going. The end. Good night, sweetheart.
You got me there at the end.
So that's my poem for today.
Of the week. I think that was still pretty good for that being.
I don't think so at all.
I didn't say it was good. Let's get that. Let's be clear. No, I'm just being an ass.
That's what I got.
That's what I got. For that being, straight off the dome.
The
Plus,
next,
you've had a busy week.
The next off the dome is going to be better for sure.
Better than our freestyle episode?
I'm going to try this again. Not anytime soon because I need to live down this shame for a little bit. But once I get over that, we'll maybe I'll try a freestyle again and we'll see what happens. But man, I've been thinking about dude. I've been watching every night to fall asleep. I've been watching people play Mario Maker because I love Mario so much.
I think that's fair. There's some great levels.
People make some Mario. There's some great level in the Mario game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And you can put
some people should be.
You can put anything in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put a Goomba in a block. And that's like cool.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And the Goomba has like a mushroom, not on its head, but below it. So you.
I mean, the
actually
Goomba
have to
is a
jump on
mushroom, right?
Well, I'm sorry. I mean like a power-up mushroom in this case.
Yeah.
Whereas like stereotypically, if you were to jump onto the Goomba and the power mushroom was on top, you would have the safety net of the mushroom before you even hit the Goomba. So if you make a mistake, that's okay. But inversely, if the mushroom is below the Goomba and the Goomba is riding it like a skateboard, you have to kill the Goomba in order to get what you want. And I think that sort of poses like an interesting moral question there. Do you just pass up the Goomba and let him live his life, but deny yourself a benefit? Or do you kill him just for the fun of it to get the mushroom? And unfortunately, by getting the mushroom, you end his life in the process by landing on top of him.
I wasn't really paying attention to anything you just said, but I do think is cool is in Mario Maker you could do they have like song levels because you could put the note blocks at different like levels of altitude in the editor, and if you hit them, they play different notes based on what level they're at, which is kind of cool. And people have made like
how many fucking arrangements of Megalovania are there? Be honest.
I think it's mostly like Bohemian Rhapsody and like.
It's a classic.
Stuff like that. It's not really. I mean, sure, people who play Mario are video game people, so there is like a lot of video game
Right. And we all love Queen
stuff.
because we're all a little gay.
I mean, I don't think that's why people like Queen.
What?
I think a lot of if a lot of Queen's listeners found out that Freddie Mercury was a little whore, they would stop listening to Queen probably.
He sings a song about girls with fat asses. I mean, even if you're not into it, you got to respect the game. Like, come on. And he's right, but like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the Beatles
maybe that's
too.
more about-
They were onto something there. They have that song "She's So Heavy."
I feel like that's not as kind of a way to phrase that.
No, but maybe it's more, relatable. Maybe it speaks to the everyman in a way that Queen doesn't.
I think that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Beatles were great at. John Lennon and all that fucked up songwriting.
Right. When they were all like, let's do a bunch of acid and live inside of a big yellow submarine, I really felt that. I was like, damn, how else am I supposed to get to how else am I supposed to commute to the dredge every day?
Yeah, but then they made Blackbird and, they sold a bajillion CDs or whatever.
That song is good.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, I'm not even like a Beatles stan. That song rocks.
I don't fuck with I don't even really care about the Beatles like that, but they got too many haters for no reason,
I think people just attract haters when they become popular. That's just like how it is.
Yeah.
No, I legitimately believe that to be true. I think you could just being good at something is a reason for people to not like you. And I don't mean that in like they hate us because they ain't us type of way. Like, shut the fuck up, stop being insecure and immature. But like, it's natural to be jealous of other people's success. Like, you're just, if you are successful and you do something well, there will always be people that I think will find a way unconsciously to be like, oh, I don't enjoy this.
Yeah, those people exist, but I don't think the average Beatles hater is jealous of their success. Like,
No.
I don't think the average Beatle hater is like, I thought about being in a rock band once, even though I have no genuine musical aspiration.
I thought that I could be born in England and I could talk like this for my whole life, and I ended up in fucking Manhattan, so my dreams have been ruined. It's like no one thinks that.
It's like, no, dude, you don't have what they have. You know what I mean? They had the lightning in the bottle hit, or the lightning struck them, and they had a bottle, and they captured the lightning, and they used it. And it's like, some people are definitely going to be like, I wish I could have wrote Blackbird, which is probably true.
Right.
But
Sure.
I think most of them are like
music.
John Lennon, that stupid bitch with the punchable face.
I hate his dumbass glasses.
You know what I'm saying?
Why was he so in love?
And they don't like that he loved Yoko Ono like that,
Yeah. So many interesting pictures of them.
And some of them are dredge operators, which is unfortunate because ultimately I think the Beatles make music for dredge operators.
I think so. And they specifically make music for gay dredge operators, for sure.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know what the Beatles' stances on queer people was.
I mean, more of just like I think there's just something about, like, obviously they are successful. So even if you, like, let's say I was a little bit of a Beatles hater for, not like a little bit, but I was like, okay, I think they're like overplayed, and that's why I didn't like them for a while. And then I matured and I was like, just because something's overplayed doesn't mean that it's bad. A lot of people just enjoy their music.
Well, Imagine Dragons
and if you
bad.
listen to it, they don't count.
This is why I'm saying we gotta be an Imagine Dragons cover band.
I still think this is like potentially one of the greatest ideas you've ever had.
Because people would like us more than the real band, I think.
Yes.
Which might be the only cover band that is that way, right? And we could
could be so fucking
our name
funny.
could be You Don't Have to Imagine This Dragon.
No. It's got to be like it. I do agree. It's got to be like something sort of on the nose like that.
Yeah.
But not that.
It's like how when the Talking Heads toured without David Byrne, it was just called No Talking, Just Head. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a pun on the
That's
name
pretty
in
baller.
some way.
Well, we usually call it like Real Dragons or something.
No, that's too simple.
Okay, what about, I think it'd be funny to like imagine something else. Like, what if our name was like Imagine a Dog on a Skateboard? I think that would be potentially way cooler than a dragon.
Imagine the Lonely Dredge Operator.
from Texas with his
From
Bass Pro Shop
Essex.
hat.
The lonely
Mm.
dredge operator sits alone at night.
Imagine him.
Imagine all the dredge operators.
I did have a really good sort of drunken bit idea when I was
Okay.
hanging out with Pele the other night.
Yeah.
Because I'm an architecture student, right? I have to present my
Right.
project in front of a group of
panel.
esteemed academics, right? A panel. And so I was like, what if I just started? Like, I wonder how long it would take. Just because this is me like making fun of the culture that's present in like academics in general. What if I was just like, I started my building presentation. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna need everyone. I think this concept is just presented better if everyone closes their eyes, and I'm gonna sort of like paint a little bit of a picture for you.
Right.
You know. So join me if you will.
What? Do you want me
I'm
to
just
close
gonna-
my eyes?
You don't have to.
Well, should
so
I?
instead- but instead of, like,
Would this be enhanced if I do?
I think it might.
Okay, everyone
So
listening to
pretend
this in the
you-
car, close your eyes with me.
Close your eyes and imagine. And imagine that you, before you close your eyes, you can open them again really quick. I'm going to give you some
Okay.
context. You went to school, we'll say at Yale.
Okay.
Life was hard for you. When you were...
Life was hard for me at Yale.
No, well, wait. So before you went to Yale, life was hard for you. Your dog died when you were 15.
Okay.
That was awful and miserable and terrible and the worst thing that you've ever been through.
When I
right?
think of hard life, I think pet died. Yeah.
Yep. I just want, I want, that is important for the context. I want that to be the hardest thing that's ever happened to you. It's important.
Okay. All right.
And I want you to think that that's the hardest thing that's ever happened to you.
Okay.
Because I think it says something
My
about
dog
you.
Bowie did
So-
die, and I was sad.
I know. It was really sad. I was sad when he died too. He was a sweet dog. So anyway, so your dog passed away, and then you went to school at Yale, and you were wildly successful. You had a lot of good mentors. You met a lot of good people. And everyone told you that you were destined for big things.
Mm.
And then you continued your education, and you probably like got a master's, and you got your PhD, your pretty huge dick, and you went to Harvard or some shit, and you're like kind of on top of the world.
So I went
no
to
one has ever
I went to
loved you.
Yale, and then I went to Harvard. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. No one has ever connected with you on a super emotional level, right? And so, like you feel like you're sort of maybe a little bit of a lost soul. And despite all of your successes in academia and in life and in your professional sphere, you're sort of like missing something within you.
Because of my trauma, I'm scared that when I get close to people, it tears me apart. So I push them away before the hard part even happens.
Precisely. And also you do that by sort of going into a group of unknowing college students and telling them that all of their work is shit.
Right.
Because it makes you feel better because you went to Yale.
Because I have a pretty huge dick, and this is what I do.
You have a pretty huge dick. And you got it from Harvard. So that's like a pretty big deal. Everyone knows that.
Right.
Everyone knows what Harvard is. So anyway, I'm going to begin my presentation now. I'd like for everyone to please close their eyes.
My eyes are closed.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I just want to thank you today for taking the time to come out here and sort of listen to, our propositions for this project. I think we've got some really inspiring ideas. I think we're really pushing a lot of boundaries. And I would just like everyone to sort of like close their eyes and imagine with me what this project is going to be like. Right? So, if you could, just try. Just imagine there's no heaven. I mean, it's easy. Like if you try and you think about it, I think it's pretty easy. Imagine there's no heaven, no hell below us for sure, and above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Just think about it. Think about all of them. There's so many people in the world, and I want you to imagine them and how this could benefit them, and how life could be different. Imagine there's no countries. The borders that we have established are gone. It isn't hard to do. Just imagine it. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Yep, that's exactly right. Imagine all the peace. if we dissolved all of these barriers, living life in peace? You specifically. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I think, myself included and all of my classmates in this cohort, I'm not the only one. And I hope that someday you'll join us in this sort of ideal sphere that we've created, in this idea of unity and peace, and the world will be as one. And I'd like everyone to please open their eyes. How many people do you think would know that that's imagined by John Lennon? Because I don't think. No, I promise you, I don't think. If you had lived my life so far, you'd be like, oh.
I mean, maybe not the students that you're with, right? Because they're all like losers.
Okay.
And
that's what I'm saying. I know for a fact, because I was just like Pele and I were shooting the shit. I was like, dude, I think there are some people, you could get through the whole song, they would have no idea. They'd be like, that was so inspiring. I
think you lose people by like the second line, and they're like, what the fuck is this, man? Just get to the presentation.
Yeah.
It's just a big waste of time. I remember there was like... but
that's all of it is.
I saw an Instagram post recently that was like, when you're writing your next screen... Or it was like, there's this guy who, he's not famous at all, but he did this one thing that might change the film industry forever. And what it was his screenplay that he turned in. I don't know if it was like a school thing or I don't remember. But basically it was, normally when you open a screenplay, there's like a title page and then it just goes straight to the script, right? But in this screenplay that was so genius and mind-bending, and it might change the world even.
Forever?
Basically, the first page was just like 2 sentences, and it just explained the concept of the movie or whatever. It was like, this movie follows a boy who lives in a toaster, and then it gets into the script or whatever, or something like that.
And that is changing.
The Instagram post was like, this is how you got to get in people's heads, you got to do something a little, like you got to get them hooked instantly. It's something easy, something mind-bending, something that you couldn't have even thought of before. I mean, a boy who lives in a toaster, it's too hot in there for him to live, right?
And first of all, he would have to be so small.
So how does he do it, right? You're already intrigued, as a curious human in the world today, right?
Right, as a person who wonders things, and I love wondering. I mean...
And then I opened up
exactly
the comments,
why I think...
and everyone was like, if this was handed to me, I'd fucking throw it away. It's garbage. You shouldn't do this. It's not professional. You should kill yourself. I have a period in my Instagram name, so that means I'm more important than you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So it's like... Well, I guess what I'm saying is, instead, you should... Every time you do a presentation, you should open up by saying, this is for... the New Brunswick Yacht Club, and then you have everyone's attention. They're like, "What? Where is New Brunswick? Is this important?
Where is New Brunswick?
Yacht Club? That's kind of prestigious. Like, you get everyone's. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a quick thing. You're like, yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's also for the New Brunswick Yacht Club. You just skirt past it, and people are like, you put little seeds of that people want to grab onto. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being so straight up. I think that would work. Like, people would be interested.
People don't want to do this whole namaste and you recite John Lennon's Imagine. Like, it's...
I don't know, man. I think... And maybe it was just that Pele and I were a little tipsy. I
That's
think
100% what it was.
Yes. But I do think there is a small subsect of people that wouldn't know, and they would be like, holy shit, like, I've never thought about that. What if we did... Like, what if everyone just got along? And what if this project really does challenge the notion of borders? I think dissolving them.
I think what it does have to do is you could do sort of like this poem structure thing where it's like, I think this is something you could do if what you were proposing was like the St. Louis Arch, where you're like, the arch symbolizes, like it goes across a river and it connects the two lands, and it's a portal between cultures and worlds, and it connects you from Kalahari to Cedar Point, right? These important cultural sort of touchstones,
epicenters of
epicenters
of ideas. It's true. You ever been to a Kalahari? Holy shit, dude. I walked in those doors. I was like, I have so many ideas right now. I'm going to ride the cheetah racer backwards and they're going to kick me out. And that's just one of the things I'm thinking about.
And you get to the hotel room and it's like the bed posts are made out of the ivory tusks of an elephant from the safari.
Of a fallen elephant.
An elephant.
You have to
that
think about what it
fell
took.
once.
Yep.
When an elephant
Well,
falls and
died.
people are around to hear it, did they hear it? The answer might shock you. So
that's what I'm saying. Like there's just so many things like that where I feel like you could just chalk something up to be like way more important than it is, and it sounds very philosophical.
yeah, for sure.
And you might say I'm a dreamer, but I don't think I'm the only one.
It's the simple acts of protest that really capture people, like putting a bike lock on stuff that you don't own.
Yeah.
You can just walk up to a Macy's and be like, you're closed
Locked.
now.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful that you're allowed to do that in the world today.
Well, technically you're not, but you could.
Who's going to stop you?
No one's going to stop you, but like you could.
The Macy's
receive some
security,
sort of
they're going
consequence.
under, man. They don't got that kind of budget anymore.
No, that's true. You know one who does though? Fucking Walmart. Jesus, I feel like every time I walk into one of those right now, I'm in a prison.
Macy's got to start selling those like gold bars, like Costco or something.
Mm-hmm. Macy's TM Gold. Think about it. I'd buy that.
Yeah, 100%. The U.S. is a world of luxury goods. You know what I mean? That's like all of our manufacturing today is like computer chips and they make software and stuff like that. So imagine like the future of Macy's isn't affordable clothing. It's Balenciaga shoes,
But they've got to establish themselves as a luxury brand.
Right, and you do that by first introducing your audience to gold bars.
Yeah. I think especially in the form of like maybe a belt buckle, I think that would go pretty,
and it'll do well because
crazy.
the economy's bad. People are worried about their money. They don't want to keep it in the savings because they're like, what if the interest rate goes and the bank explodes, right? They don't understand what that means. So you say, you know what you need? You need to get your money in gold because it's physical. It's real,
And you cannot get rid of it.
And it won't melt if you keep it in the fridge. So you have to scooch over the groceries, get some gold in
and you
there.
put your big chain, not encrusted with anything because you never know what might happen there. You don't want any cross contamination.
You don't want to have to
materials.
melt it down to just keep it in the malleable form, right?
Right. And then you just have a chain that like you wear on your neck, and it's like the links are really thick, by the way, and it goes like all the way down your belly button, but it says Macy's.
And then when the zombie
the Macy's
apocalypse
logo.
happens, you can take your gold in and you can buy shotgun shells and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like soup cans and gasoline. What else would you need in the apocalypse?
Well, you got to exchange your gold for bottle caps because that becomes the de facto currency, obviously.
Yeah.
And you carry around bobbleheads because they give you stat increases.
Dude, that's so fucked up because Zach is going to be so overpowered.
Zach has a lot of bobbleheads, doesn't he?
Well, I guess he doesn't have a ton of bobble. He just has a lot of Funko Pops. But
He has a
some
lot
the
of
Funko
heads
Pops are
that
bobbleheads.
they could bobble if he wanted them to, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like you could like take the head off of a Funko Pop, right? I'm not going to remove Yuji Itadori's head, but I could.
My grandfather used to have like he used to collect
Funko Pop?
bobbleheads. No. But he'd collect like oh dude, bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
He would collect like, the Guardians' second baseman from like 1994 bobblehead,
And I bet that bobblehead is worth like $20,000 right now.
Maybe 20 would be on a lucky day.
Maybe 25. You never know.
I don't know. I think
Market's changing
we got rid
every
of
day.
all that stuff though.
Yeah, isn't it sad?
We sold it to some other guy who just really fucking loves bobbleheads for some reason. I don't know, whoever came up with the idea of a bobblehead, congrats. I'm sure you're like, your like grandchildren's grandchildren are set or whatever, but
Right.
or maybe it was like one of those fucked things where like the guy who made Monopoly like didn't get any of the money for it or whatever. I don't know.
He didn't?
I don't think so.
That seems kind of fucked up given like the nature of the game.
That is what he was like trying to warn, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's like the whole idea is that like, hey guys, we should try and prevent this. If someone buys up all of the things, notice how they just win the game.
The game is about trapping people in rent spirals that they can't afford.
It's very American. I kind of, so I think it's kind of ironic and funny that he didn't get the rights to that.
I mean, honestly,
that's also very American.
We should transform other board games into like sort of capitalist, anti-capitalist allegories, you know?
Yeah.
Yahtzee is about drug addiction in the family, you know?
Not gambling addiction. I think it could very easily be about gambling addiction.
No, I think we got to reserve that for like poker or something. Poker can be like,
yeah, I guess so.
Instead of kings and queens, it's like factories and Elon Musk or something.
Yeah, that could be cool.
And then with Yahtzee, it's like if you roll certain die, if you get like a full house or whatever, it's like congrats, you're addicted to opioids now. And you get 2 points for that. And whoever ODs, you get drugs if you are able to
roll a Yahtzee.
Work with me here. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
No, I know. But if you get too many, because obviously, like if you get too lucky,
right?
I think maybe it should be the opposite. Maybe if you roll a Yahtzee, you're safe. Because if you get lucky, you get to continue to live your life. But if you keep rolling like 2 1s, a 3,
if you roll the dice. And it's like you have a dice, and it's like one of the sides of the dice is like you're born into a nice white suburb. And if you get that, then, you can dodge smallpox or something.
Right.
You don't get smallpox.
You get vaccinated. But if
you get
a
vaccine. Ooh.
Well, so how about that? So the first die you roll, like 4, 5, 6, that's you get into a nice white suburban family.
Right.
Or I guess, how about this? So first die is I don't want to say race, but because like you could be a white family that's like, oh, I live in a suburb and like it's really nice, or you could be on the opposite side where like you live in a trailer park and you're not educated.
You could be a redneck.
Get vaccinated, right? Which they have their own buffs in their own way for sure. Brute strength.
They have brute strength.
Willpower.
Okay,
yeah, they do.
I don't think they have willpower. A lot of drugs.
I think they do have willpower because, I mean, eventually it also runs out because, crack.
Being addicted to cigarettes is an absence of willpower, I feel like.
I think that takes willpower because I could not do it. I don't know how people smoke those things.
I'm telling you, you could be addicted to cigarettes if you wanted to be.
I could, I know, but it's very hard for me because I feel awful.
But soon you'll start feeling good. It's like
no, I won't.
It's an acquired
It's just
taste.
a me thing. It's just because I'm asthmatic.
It's like veal,
it's not
bro.
Other than
you have to have a nicely prepared veal, and it has to be like your third time eating it, and you go, "Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. It has a cool flavor profile,
Okay.
And then you stop thinking about how they kill baby cows for veal and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really sad.
I mean, that's what it is.
Maybe Damn. Maybe I won't enjoy veal ever.
I mean, you can enjoy it. The cow already died. There's not really much you could do about it, right?
Yeah, but like, hey, I'm with you there. But then if people keep enjoying it, they're just gonna keep doing it, right?
Oh well, we can enjoy it and then stop.
Okay. Like a cigarette, I can enjoy them for 20 years and then quit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll just quit.
Yeah, I will. Cold turkey. Who cares?
Yeah.
It'll be easy.
You just get one of those like nicotine patches. And then if you accidentally one day, you'll sleep with it on and you'll get nightmares.
Oh, really?
You'll see the Hat Man. Yeah.
I think he's probably a nice guy.
Dude, this would be, if it was 2017, this would be a great YouTube challenge.
Put on as many nicotine patches as you can and go to sleep.
I put 12 nicotine patches on my back every day for a week.
If I put 12 nicotine patches on my back and then tried to go to sleep, I don't think I would be able to sleep.
Every day, I add 1 nicotine patch to my arm until I pass out.
This is just like that woman from fucking, oh my god, Meet the Robinsons, who has caffeine patches.
Oh, yeah.
Now, okay, I get caffeine doesn't really work on me to keep me awake, but I feel like nicotine might do that.
12
Low-key.
nicotine patches might do that for you, yeah.
It also might kill me.
Well, I think the science is out on that one.
You think the science is out?
Do you think they've tested putting 12 nicotine patches onto someone at one time?
I really hope not. I don't think that is the recommended amount of nicotine
They've
patches.
definitely tried 2, right? They have to have tried 2.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Maybe even up to 5. 12?
I don't know, man.
What? 1 second. Jarvis, what's the serving size for a nicotine patch?
That's actually such a good question. Because I guess it is a serving size, right? Like, it is food in a way.
I meant that like more as a joke, but yes. Oh, there are different strengths.
Yeah. There's different strengths for sure. There's like
okay.
the flamin' hot nicotine patches.
If you smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day, that's like a crazy. Okay, whatever. If you smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day, it's recommended that you start with 21 milligrams. But if you smoke less than 10 cigarettes a day, the recommended starting is 14. I feel like that is there's a big difference between smoking like 2 cigarettes every day and smoking 9 cigarettes every day.
Yeah, I'd say it's 7 cigarettes.
Oh, right. Thank you. But I mean, like, even just like in the
Seven's
level
one of the
nicotine,
smallest numbers. That's not even that big, man.
They're only 6. Well, but like, do people really smoke that many cigarettes? I guess there are some people who smoke like a pack a day, right?
There are people who smoke like 3 packs a day.
No fucking way.
What do you mean, no way? Of course, dude.
Do you just like pick up like you take the box of cigarettes, you pick them all up in your one hand, and you like?
No, man. It's just like every hour you get 2 in.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. I also think
try this shit. Is it really that good? Like, let's be honest.
It's so good that the government puts
can't
like
be that good.
85% taxes on it, right? Like
I actually
cigarettes
think that's
single-handedly like fund schools and stuff.
Yeah, and highways and I mean, I guess not healthcare, but
all of the infrastructure was built on fucking cigarettes, dude. If anything, we should start smoking more cigarettes, because then maybe we'd get high-speed rail.
Maybe we get high-speed rail. Oh, dude. All right, you might have me convinced.
Smoking 100 cigarettes a day so we can get high-speed rail.
That is a 2017 YouTube challenge right there.
We're getting on that right now. I'm talking
Next
about,
episode,
bro.
Jackson and I smoke 50 cigarettes each every day for 2 months, and then we quit cold turkey.
Yeah.
And I punch 80 holes in my wall.
It's the 4 beer, 2 cigarette speedrun challenge.
I want to say that I could get that done, but I think I would rather... No, I guess I would rather drink 4 beers than smoke 4 cigarettes.
Well, it's only 2 cigarettes, I think.
Well, no, I know, but like if you swap them around and you do like 2 beers, 4 cigarettes.
I think you definitely want 4 beers, I feel like. Or no, you do want 4 cigarettes. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like
That's a lot of beer.
I just hate drinking beer. Beer is so heavy. If I drank 4 beers and smoked 2, like
cigarettes
of all,
are
I'm
light.
throwing up
They're
no matter
easy.
what.
They go down.
Right, but
like a teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah, it makes the medicine go down for sure. Can I use nicotine patches instead? Does that count?
But it takes so long to get the full. You can smoke a cigarette really fast.
What if I eat it?
I don't think that counts.
What if I put the patch on my tongue? Like,
I think that's quite bad, probably. If I had to
right,
guess.
but like if I was gonna, I already smoked all the cigarettes. I'm gonna get
your
oral
taste
cancer
buds
anyway.
would be fried. I think you
There'd probably just be like
you
a
would never
big,
be able to
like,
taste umami ever again.
Okay, well I can't do that, so never mind. That's off the
Yeah.
table.
No,
That would ruin my life.
It would ruin most people's lives, I feel like.
Yeah. No umami for life? Oh my god.
I put 10 nicotine patches on my penis. Is that anything?
Oh god. That'd probably feel awesome.
Nicotine patch condom.
No. You want to talk about, you can get addicted to sex anyway. Why would you add that?
You know, sometimes people need a little bit of extra to get them going.
Just take like a Viagra.
Well, what's more expensive, Viagra or nicotine patches? This is a good question. And we also gotta think about how many are given in one package. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Walgreens nicotine patch, 21 milligrams. How many? There are 14 patches. This is $25.
Damn.
Keep in mind, it is currently 38% off. It's traditionally $40.
Real for 14 patches?
Straight up.
$40. That's crazy, I feel like.
I feel like, where can I find...
I guess I don't know what...
Pfizer. Holy fuck. What?
Is Viagra expensive? I really don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so it depends on who you buy it from.
I mean, yeah.
Because, like, Hims... Oh, what about Blue Chew? I feel like I've heard a lot of
Blue
Blue Chew. So many sponsorships.
Blue Chew, yeah, you can use a YouTube sponsorship or something.
You can, yeah. You can get like 20% off.
If you use
Hims
code,
3-in-1 Sex RX pill. What does that do?
Paul
Does that
or
just
something.
make my dick like huge?
Yeah, of course,
Can't believe
man.
this is a thing that we're talking about.
This is great for the Google data collection team right now.
I don't fucking care. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, the whole point of Blue Chew is that you can chew it. It's not. I mean, I know it says chew. But
Jamie, get me Viagra prices right now.
Okay, I think it does look like. So let's see. So there are 14 patches in here for $25. 14 divided by 25, or 25 divided by 14 is...
It's like
$1.78.
Yeah.
Per patch. I can't believe we're fucking talking about this, because...
This is important. We need to know. Think about how many people are probably wasting money doing this. And we're about to save them so much money.
But like, okay, so like Blue Chill.
Give me Viagra. I want to know the price of Viagra. I don't give a shit.
Okay. But there's like Hims has generic generic Viagra.
We want the generic. You don't want name brand.
For $22.
For how many?
It's 100
How many
milligrams.
tablets do you get or whatever?
I know. I'm trying to look. This is not helpful.
It's really not.
I know how to take it. What do you mean how to take? Do not drink alcohol. Dude, this medicine sucks. It just says starting at $22 a month. It doesn't say how many pills are in the bottle. This sucks. Okay, whatever. I'm going to say that I guess it seems like Viagra is less expensive than nicotine patches.
It sounds like for a month, it's $22. A month's worth of Viagra.
It's $22.
So it probably just makes sense
only
to
14
go with
patches. Yeah, it seems
or
like
Viagra.
that's
not Niagara. I don't. It's a waterfall. It's not really.
I love Viagra Falls, dude. It's so beautiful this time of year.
Oh man, that'll really.
What the fuck are we talking about?
That'll really
right
get
now?
you zen. You know what I'm saying? Taking 12 nicotine patches on your penis, going to the Taste of Punjab, ordering some awesome chicken curry.
Oh, was it chicken curry?
Yeah, of course, man. What other kind of curry would you get?
I don't know. I got let's see, what day is today? Wednesday. On Monday night, I got Tuesday night. I got some like pork cutlet curry with vegetables and rice. It was so good.
I don't fuck with
So
pork
good.
like that. I won't lie.
Well, it was like tonkatsu, like pork cutlet. Like it was good. I mean, you could do the same thing with chicken, like very easily. But I just got the pork because I was like, this is what everyone is known for. It was so good.
That's awesome, man.
Whatever. Fuck you. All right. I'll see you later.
What did we learn today?
I learned that you hate me and that I hate you probably more than I ever have.
That's true. That's definitely true. We learned about dredge operators. We learned about
dredge operators. We learned about that guy who maybe did steroids and wears a Bass Pro Shop hat. But
I'll send you his
gay.
profile. You can swipe right on.
I'm actually so curious. I really do want to know what it looks like. We learned about male catfish.
We learned that Walgreens needs to get their fucking shit together with their drug testing.
We learned that even the
lab
generic, right, and also that they need to lower their nicotine patch prices.
Yeah, for sure. you got to compete with the other options available on the market, you know?
Like Viagra.
Viagra.
I guess to be fair, I think I'm not going to say that sentence. Anyway, all right. Have a nice day, guys. Love you.
Okay.
Goodbye.